What's up, everybody? We'll start in just a little bit. It is really about 8 minutes. Eight minutes away. We'll get rolling. It's a little bit of a long break considering it's only 6 boxes, but a lot of cards to flip through tonight. Base heavy, if you will. Five minutes from go time. What we'll probably do is the blasters first, then the 4 hobby boxes next. Blasters are just kind of a throw in, just to get us a little extra something. I do have another 4-box break of hobby up for Monday night. Those teams should be up on eBay now. So if you like what you see tonight, Come back and see us Monday night. And then Wednesday night, we're doing NT Racing. And Thursday night, we're doing Leaf Collective Football. So busy week on eBay next week as we try to get back in the eBay swing of things. Kind of neglected our eBay folks here for a while, so it's time to make it up to a little bit. So we got a few viewers in. Hopefully we'll have some more hop in here right at 9 o'clock. Right at go time, if you will. These 4 boxes are from a fresh case. And then these are from a case we've been using for breaks and selling at shows and things. Happy Easter weekend. Hope the bunny brings everybody some goodies. About 2 more minutes, and we'll go ahead and kick it off right at 9. All right, now our viewer count's hopping up there. We're going to get rolling in 1 minute. Actually, less than a minute now. As soon as that clock hits 9, we'll fire it up. I don't know if this being as light over here as it is today. Something bleached it. All right, it is 9 o'clock on the dot, so we'll get started. A little eBay break. Technically half on eBay, half on Facebook. Appreciate everybody from both sides jumping in. 4 hobby, 2 blaster. These hobbies are from a fresh case. So, hot box, purple hot box still alive, possibly. We'll knock out the 2 blasters. They're just kind of a bonus. And then we'll get on to the hobby. Should have 3 variations per blaster. What's up, Matthew? It's about time. We needed a big come from behind and win. I'm playing like Hot Duke lately. Nothing green in that one. There are autos and relics in the blasters. I've seen people pull some nice stuff out of blasters. So we got a refractor coming up. Hopefully that's focusing okay for you guys. And an Alex Lang refractor to the Tigers. Number 2/225, it looks like. I do like that. I think there's a number card in every blaster box. That is certainly not historically. There's a J-Rod insert. Certainly not historically what Heritage had to offer. Let's see, we'll start our base pile right over here. I do have a box handy. And we'll pick up the pace here in a second. Just getting a little feel for it again. I think that's the green. That's the variation. Some of the paper parallels are a little tough to see. A little tough. That should be a variation. I think the white name also. So Irving Lopez variation, green for the Cardinals. Hey, y'all had a better record than we did. Now, after the series, you might not. But y'all won 2 in a row. Braves take any win we can get these days. Any win in any way. Rookies, Ellie De La Cruz. Looked at the standings yesterday, and there's only 2 teams that had a worse record than us. The Rockies and... oh, shoot. I can't remember the other one. There's a Jackson Rutledge variation. And how about a Jake Cronenworth relic to the Padres? And a Yamamoto rookie. Rockies and... oh, shoot, I can't remember who the other team was. There was one team, other team that had... we have 2 teams keeping us from being cellar dwellers. I can't remember who it was to save my life. Go with these last 2 together. There's a green variation. And a Jordan Leisure to the White Sox. White parallel. And another refractor. Anthony Desclafani to the Mariners. That one is number 2/699. 2 number cards in the blaster box of Heritage. Get out of town. We'll take that. We'll take that. This is not your mother's. This is not your father's heritage, as I like to say. I'm hoping 25 goes with the same format. Oh, there's a price tag from the last card show. Y'all remind me, who is the other team that has a really bad record? Rockies, Braves, somebody else. Twins are slightly better. Feels like teams either crushing it or not doing so well this year. You know, it all kind of balance out at some point. Packs are not as easy to open as they've been in prior years. That's for sure. Rangers. So if we get a card like this with multiple teams, we're going to randomly stick in people's piles. In most cases, out of 4 boxes, not a big checklist. We'll get multiples. Got some more color coming up. A chrome to the Dodgers of Bobby Miller. Those are to $6.99 also. If I'm seeing that right. Yeah, it's these right here, right, with the white letters on the bottom. There's 2 different greens. Like, I don't think these are variations, these lighter ones. I think it's these darker ones. As you can see on the back, it says white border. Yeah, that's it. I didn't catch that in the last break, but I caught it when I was sorting. Make sure I didn't miss any. There are some white borders of different colors, too. I had an aqua with a white border. And a blaster open for fun as well. Pat got away. We do get to deal with some lovely box toppers, but we did have an autographed Spencer Strider box topper the last break we did, so. Y'all don't let me miss an auto tonight like I'd missed in the last break either. Can be a little tough to catch them sometimes. Oops. And Ahmed Rosario to the Dodgers. I remember when he was the #1 prospect in baseball. He was a Mets prospect to 225. That's been a few years now, but see, there's an aqua with a white name. Josh Hader. White border. It does help catch him a little bit. There's a Jackson Holiday rookie. White border Jake Cronenworth. Juan Marichal. Another white border. Logan Porter. That one doesn't say white border, though. But that one also has a white name. Yeah, everything has a white border, but it's the name, I think. But that one doesn't say. Weird. Yeah, Wyatt Langford. When I saw that on the back of the first one, I turned it over and I said, they all have white borders. This one certainly has a white border. All right, blasters down. Let's do some hobby. Let me go and get these base out of the way. And again, if I catch anything of note, any variations I miss, autographs, anything like that, I'll certainly sleeve them up for us. Sure, I'm not catching autographs. That's my goal. All right, me. I have a little buyback of Steve Hargan going to the Rangers. I like that old Rangers font. Mr. Hargan on the buyback, original 75. Why they didn't just do the same color patterns as the original 75, I don't know. All right, let's find some ink. Let's find some gold. Let's find some cool stuff. But really, I've always enjoyed Heritage to a degree. It's always been very dry. But this year, it's made a much more fun product, in my opinion. I didn't realize, I guess I just never realized that not every card in the set had a chrome version in prior years. It was just a certain, like 100 cards. This year, everything has a chrome version. And refractors and all the colors, which helps it be more colorful for sure. There's a Corey Seager. See, that one's got a white name, Travis d'Arnaud. And how about a black to the Rangers, Adolis Garcia. Blacks might be my favorite. Number 275, 29 of 75 to the Rangers, Adolis Garcia. Almost averaging a black per box in previous breaks we've done, which just seemed a little crazy to me. Nick Nastrini, white border. Something shiny coming back there. Blue border. I think they say white too. Yep. Blues say white border. I saw something. Oh, there it is. Chrome, Sandy Alcantara to the Marlins. I think he's a free agent after this year. Very curious to see where he ends up. Pretty good pitcher. On a real bad team. Although, again, another team that's better than the Braves. So 25 Heritage will be out very soon. It's hard for me to keep up with the tops release dates anymore. We don't get release schedules through our distributor like we used to. So now I kind of keep up with tops release dates. I know Heritage, I think, is next in 2025 releases. Actually, silky, buttery smooth. They are not as silky, buttery smooth as they once were. Got a white border, Robert Suarez to the Padres. '76 design is not one of my favorite designs of all time. Another Langford rookie. But when I saw some mock-up pictures, I think it's going to look really good in the chrome and stuff. Robbie Grossman on the chrome to $6.99. Also Rangers. Rangers doing well early. Oh, that's an auto. How about Dennis Eckersley? It snuck up on me. I was like, why is Eckersley in here? Dennis Eckersley to the Guardians. That's nasty. Hall of Famer. One of the best autos in the business, too. Look at that auto. Didn't see the auto at first, but it's like, why is Eckersley in here? Very nice. Congratulations, Guardians. The Eck. Young Dennis Eckersley there. Oh, nice. I actually like the Blasters. I think the Blasters are a good value this year. In prior years, I would have never said that. So Paul Skeens is upside down. Does not appear to be a variation, but a Paul Skeens. I was hoping since it was upside down, it was something special, but it just says $5.94. Jackson Holiday rookie. Forrest Whitley blue border or white border, as it says on the back. I feel like they meant to say blue, green. Because even the white border says white border. So that it seems a little odd. So first box delivers a lot more autos, it feels like. It's a nice one for the Reds with Ellie on it. Feels like a lot more autos than previous releases of Heritage 2, which has always been my knock on it. Was like, just put one auto per box and one relic, and I'll take one for it. Just one. Just get more people to sign. Okay. It can be easy to miss the autos, though. The guy signed like Eckersley did, kind of in the Jersey area, or it's just kind of hard to catch them. Always been the case a little bit with Heritage. Again, on these multi-cards, we'll just divide them up randomly because we're going to have a lot to go around. White border or aqua border, Zhang Ho Li, Giants. Imanaga rookie, Jackson Merrill rookie. And I'll come back and sleeve up any other big rookies I miss as we're going through here. Marte. I think these would look cool signed. I don't know if there's any autograph versions of those, but they have a nice light background. Be good for autographs. Oh, one sec. Sorry about that. I went through all those base in that last break we went that did, and I didn't see anything variation wise. There's a black border. Those don't seem very common. Of course, it just says white border again. But yeah, the variations are seemingly tough unless all we've hit is ones like this. Oh, another refractor. Casey Schmidt to 225. I guess that's the silver refractor. Going to the Giants. Fred Lynn. Landon Knack. Knick-knack paddywhack to the Dodgers on the blue. Or white. That's the set in there. So 4 more boxes up for Monday night. I may end up throwing a couple blasters in that one too. We've got a few left. That one's black and white. There we go. We called a variation. Black and white. Reese Hoskins, the Brewers. It's also hard to catch them when they don't put them backwards or upside down or something. The little Reese Hoskins to the Brew Crew on the black and white variation. There's our first mini. That is Renel Blanco, the Astros. I feel like minis are easier to hit this year. They're not numbered. I feel like they were numbered in the past, but I could be mistaken. Put some of our base away here. Orioles. Junior Caminero, or excuse me, Jackson Churio, rookie blue, Andrew Vaughn. Chrome to the Nationals or Robert Garcia to $6.99. Be fun to build a full Chrome set. That would be cool. Of course, you couldn't do it for the regular series, but white Paul Skeens. That's nasty. True white border. Paul Skeens to the Pirates. That'll play. And a Yamamoto to the Dodgers. All right, one of our hobby boxes down. 3 to go. Cellophane is also tough. Got another buyback. This one is Brent Strom, the Padres. 75 was the year I was born, so I actually have a 75 set. It's a beater set, but I always wanted one. I ended up buying one when I was in high school. Not in very good condition. They got it in the binder. It's fun to look at, that's for sure. So I've always been very partial to 75 tops. Boogers are hard to open. Use some vintage glue. I wish they would come back with a set like this and do it in the old school wax packs. I don't know if that's a technology that is still common or could be used, but I think it would be really cool if they did that. Give us some gum. Give us some wax packs. Ryan Jeffers to the Twins. White border. Bob Gibson. Another Paul Skeens. It's a blue border Jake Fraley. I'm going to call him blue border, even though the back says white border. There's a blue white border, a white border, a green white border, an aqua white border, and so forth. Chrome of Starling Marte to the Mets to $6.99. Another Langford rookie. Kevin Bidger. I thought it was Craig for a minute. I thought, uh-oh, there's an auto. I'll probably pick up the pace just a tick if y'all are alright with that. I always say that and I end up not going much faster, but alright, still hunting our auto or our relic. Trying to keep a close eye so I don't miss it. Y'all holler if I do. Fred Lynn set's pretty cool one to put together. Jackson Holiday rookie. should have made the autos all chrome or something. Man, I guess not. That would kind of, the real one autos have always been pretty cool. Connor Kaiser to the Rockies on the blue border. Fractor, that's a nice one. Sedana Rafaela to 225. One of the Red Sox. Nice one for the Sox. That is a rookie on the refractor. I'll start double stack. Our stands are full, but we'll start doubling up a little bit. Showtime to the Angels. It's hard. I know even though it's more colorful, still a little. Heritage can still be a bit dry. So they're probably like, man, this guy's for popping in and just hanging out for things. You're probably like, man, this guy's boring. I don't know exactly how to make Heritage more exciting. They did a good job. I mean, that's more color right there than we usually get in case in 2 boxes. But historically. But I guess the way they made it happen was to make them have parallels, which was not the case before. Still hunting an auto or a relic in this box. And a refractor, Riley Adams to 699 Nationals. I have to get some more mini sleeves. I'm going to take our regular refractors down for now. Only had one. Andy Pages? I always pronounce it wrong. Pages. There's a relic. How about Mike Trout? Mike Trout going to the Angels. Big Mike on the board. Little gray jersey. They also made these bookers thick this year. Most years they've been, like 75 point-ish relics. Not anymore. I have some top loaders. I just didn't get them out. Blue border, Mr. Andy, Dodgers. Blake Snell. So we had a relic, so we probably won't have an auto in this box, but we had a nice Dennis Eckersley in the first box, so that's good. Well, I can go every other box. That'd be nice. I think we did have a box. If I remember right, we had a box in last break that had an extra auto. So I'll continue to keep an eye just in case. See that cut on my hand? I have basically an 8-pound dachshund, and she got angry at one of the other dogs today, and I picked her up, and she bit crap out of me. Not the other dog, me. I feel like this box has had as many parallels in it. Yamamoto rookie. Tatis. Blue border, Hunter Renfroe to the Royals. Even a blue border set. I guess it'd be kind of neat. Solid color 75 design set. Jackson Chourio rookie. Another chrome of Ryan Helsley. Cardinal 699. Insert of Mookie Betts. Aqua, Russell Iglesias Braves. And that rounds out box 2. Box 2 wasn't as good as box 1. Although it did have the schemes white. I think that was in box 2, so that was pretty cool. Again, 4 more boxes. We have a full-size box topper of Vlad Jr. Right there. If there's any reason you do not want your box toppers, just holler. It does make packing a little easier, but I will certainly get them out if you do. There are autographed box toppers you can do after some recently. The hard thing I'm like a Neanderthal trying to open these packs, but I tell you, they are not easy to open. I feel like previously they were buttery smooth and just tore right open, but not anymore. Imanaga, rookie for the Cubs, Jackson Merrill. Black border, Nick Martini to the Reds. Black borders are pretty rare. That's only our second one of those so far tonight. What's up, JP? Do a little more heritage. Try to get through the rest of our hot number before series the 25 comes out. Jordan Montgomery, blue border. Chrome of, who's that? River Ryan, Mariners. Didn't realize he had gotten called up. No, that is Ryder Ryan. Sorry, I was thinking of River Ryan. I didn't think he'd be called up. Ryder Ryan to the Mariners. I don't know if they're related. There is a River Ryan. Marte. Aqua, Corbin Burns. We had an Eckersley auto in our first box, JP. That was pretty cool. Got a white border Paul Skeens. Those have probably been our highlights so far. I mean, if you said what makes you feel like the 70s, it is this set right here. Color, everything just yells 70s. It's like somebody was getting high on something when they designed this one. Said, "Yeah, man, it looks good. I like oranges and browns." That might be a There are autographed relics hidden in here. They're hard to get, but they're here. One of my favorite cards in my PC is a dual auto of Brooks Robinson and Jim Palmer. Jackson Chariot out of Heritage years ago. 68, whatever year that would have been. It was 68 design. 7 years ago. Josh Smith, blue border. And how about a Michael Harris bat relic? Money Mike bat relic to the Braves. We want to Matthew and Harrison. Hopefully our last box will have another auto. White border, Stephen Kolek. And a Alex Thomas to the Diamondbacks, number 275 on the black refractor. Didn't have a mini in that second box. The other night we had a mini in all 4 boxes we did. Refractor. Ooh. So this is Phillies and Brewers, so we'll have to do a dice roll for that one. So I'll put this aside, and at the end, if I don't forget, hopefully I won't, we'll do a dice roll for that. To find a owner. If I miss any variations, I will certainly try to check the backs of the sort. So far, we've only had, outside of those borders, we only had one black and white that I caught. Stinks that supplies are going up so much with this tariff stuff. In fact, I think a lot of people got worried about it and bought up a bunch of supplies because I'm even having a hard time finding something. All of a sudden, during COVID, supplies went absolutely crazy because they couldn't get them through the port. And now we got tariffs. So can we just leave supplies alone for a few years, please? $60 cases of regular top load, $250 during COVID. Now they're back down normal, and then we're going to get hit with tariffs. If somebody needs to start an American-made top loader company. Is that Imanaga? Imanaga. It's not a huge set. High number isn't, so you see a lot of the same guys again. Nice Aqua Yamamoto to the Dodgers. Very cool. Slide him up here. Why not? Box topper on this box was the Vlad Jr. Something shiny coming. Blue border, Kyle Hurt. Dodgers little color match, if you will. Another Yamamoto. And to 225, Bryce Miller. Mariners. Nice mustache there, Bryce. I mean, that gives a very 70s feel. Sweet stash. Hitting this box with a Michael Harris relic. So I'm hoping this box holds an auto. Another Paul Skeens. And another black and white. This one's Nick Martinez. Martinez. There was a Martini earlier. Martinez to the Reds on the black and white variation. Should be a purple parallel refractor hot box. Wow, these are 4 fresh boxes from the case. Joey Ortiz, Brewers on the blue border. And Chrome. That's a nice one. Scooble. $6.99. The Tigers. Some white coming up. White, Ramon Laureano to the Braves. That was a guy I was real high on. He was with the A's when he was a prospect. I bought a lot of his rookies when he got called up and he got hit with that. I think he got hit with a PED suspension and just never turned out to be the player I thought he was going to be. All right, final box. So far, we have one dice roll to do to award that one. And then we'll also do a recap at the end with the big auto. All right, box topper is autographed. How about another Spencer Strider? Well, Matthew, you now have two. Spencer Strider, autographed box topper. That's awesome. Wonder how many of these he signed. So the other 4 boxes we used for the last break were just 4 loose boxes I had. These are from a fresh case, so it's, I guess that we're in the same case, I guess, at least. But that's crazy that we've hit 2 in 8 boxes. I don't even know who else is on the box topper auto checklist. We know Mr. Strider is because we've hit 2 of them. So it'd be nice. The last time we had a Strider auto box topper, we also had a redemption for a Schemes auto. Can we do that again? That would be nice. Matthew, you still watching, Matthew? You could wallpaper your room. Strider box topper auto. Blue border, Drew Millis, Nationals. Apologize. Seems like the focus is acting up some, but white border, Jose Caballero, Rays. Blake Snell. Let's find you a big Ranger. It'd be nice. Let's do it. Raisel Iglesias to $6.99 on the Chrome. It's not exactly been lights out. I don't know if he pitched tonight or not. Might have, since it was a close one. Back on Monday night with 4 boxes. I'll probably go ahead and throw in a couple blasters as well, although we didn't advertise the blasters in that one. What I may do is throw them in there and then just random them to someone and send one sealed. Maybe I'll do that. Think about that for Monday. Just got offered some tribute baseball. Man, I just don't know if. Now watch some breaks the other day. It's nice, but I don't know if it's as nice as the prices. Probably not. I don't have any WWE in stock, so I probably won't be doing it. Oh, mini fell out to the Marlins. Rodri Munoz mini. That's been our best seller at shows when we've had it. Just have not had much WWE, and when we get it, it sells fast. People ask for WWE. They ask for WNBA. Yariel Rodriguez, Blue Jays. Blue board will color match again. Refractor of David Hamilton, the Red Sox to $225. Yeah, it'd be a great time for it, for sure. I don't have a single box of anything WWE or UFC. Oh, any combat. It sells so well at card shows for us. But when we've tried to break it, it hasn't really filled well in our group for some reason. But by the box, we sell it pretty well at shows. Oh, still got a stack here. Mookie Betts. Don't think we've been through this stat yet. Yamamoto rookie. Churio rookie. Alright, gotta have a hit coming up here soon. So a pretty big stack over here of base rookies of note. I won't go through all those. The recap, but I'll make sure that I'll double check and see if I missed any others. Missed a lot of Cheerios. The last break we did, I went back and sleeved those up. All right, come on, we need an autograph. Something crazy. Mike Trout. No one around. Cheerio. Jackson. Scheme. Something big. Something Rangers. How about a Ranger for Ryan? He's calling the shot for a big Ranger. Calling his shot. White border Paredes to the Cubs. There's Martini. See, there is a Nick Martini and a Nick. Or is that the same person? I don't know. One of them said Martinez. Chrome of Rhys Hoskins to the Brewers to $6.99. They were both reds, I think, though. Is that Mariners? Come on, Otto. Where are you hiding? Jackson Merrill rookie. Don't want to miss an auto either, which I have done before. Blue Jerkson Profar. All right, not yet, unless I missed it. Or a Padre. Langford auto would be nice. Or a Padre for Corey. We could do that for sure. How about both? Padre and a Ranger. End it. All right, if we don't have a hit in this stack, I got to go back through and see if I missed it. But hopefully it's sitting right here. I missed one. Who'd I miss, Joe? Hold. Joe says I missed one. We're going to go back through. Are you messing with me? Pirates. Oh, you did. I did. There he is right there. And they're hard to see. And I'm actually really trying to look for them. Thank you, Joe. See, you were in here like a silent assassin. Osvaldo Abito to the Pirates. What I have to look for is that little line right there, because even the auto itself, Osvaldo could have signed a little bit bigger. Let me get some more penny sleeves real quick. How did you catch that with your eagle eyes? And I did. To the Pirates, Osvaldo. Or Osvaldo with a V. Good catch, Joe. Good catch. Joe, I did finally get your stuff shipped out today. It was a crazy week, but your boxes are on the way. Your first round of boxes. There's Nick Martinez. So there is a Nick Martini and a Nick Martinez on the red. Thank you guys for catching that auto for me. So with a box topper, we did at least end up with 3 autos. That's nice. Oh, you haven't ripped any of the WWE yet? See, I don't have any WAE boxes. Corey, because I sold them to Joe. Joe got a nice steal on some chrome boxes before they shot up. Jackson Holiday. Jackson Holiday. Wyatt Link. Paul Ski. Some good rookies in this little stretch. You gonna rip both of them tomorrow, or have you already ripped one of them? Now, Joe bought those a while back. He's been sitting on them. I can't believe he didn't rip them. As soon as they came in the mail, I'd have been ripping through them. Michael King. Blue border, Padres. Chrome of Samad Taylor to the Royals to $6.99. Nice. Isn't that weird that they're doing WrestleMania on Easter weekend? That seems a little odd. I mean, it doesn't matter, but it doesn't seem like that'd be a weekend they would do something big like that. All right, let's do a dice roll for this card that is Brewers with Raleigh Fingers and Phillies with Mike Schmidt. What we'll do is if we get an odd number, it'll go to the Brewers. If we get an even number, it'll go to the Phillies. Odd and Brewers. So Brewers will take that one home. Quick and easy way to do it. All right, let's do a recap. We'll start. These are some base rookies, inserts of note. Holidays, Yamamoto, Skeens, Langfords, Holiday, Churio, Imanaga. We won't go through all those, but I'll make sure I didn't miss any others and get those sleeved up for you. Then we have parallels. These are all border parallels. Michael King, Nick Martinez, Isaac Perez, Jerickson Profar, Yaniel Rodriguez, Drew Malas, Jose Caballero, Joey Ortiz, Ramon Laureano, Kyle Hurt, Josh Smith, Stephen Kolek, Jordan Montgomery, Corbin Burns, Nick Martini. Blacks are pretty rare. I think we only have 2. Raisel Iglesias, Hunter Renfroe, Andy Pajes, Connor Kaiser, Ryan Jeffers, Jake Fraley, Andrew Vaughn, Landon Knick-Knack Paddywhack, Roderick Munoz, Young Ho Lee, Robert Suarez, Forrest Whitley, Anthony Venziano, Nick Nastrini, Jake Cronenworth, Josh Hader. These are the greens. We got one more white, Jordan Leisure. These are the greens out of the blaster boxes. Nick Lodolo, Jackson Rutledge, Lopez, and Randy Arozarena. We had 3 relics tonight. One out of a blaster, the 2 out of hobby. We had a Michael Harris, Mike Trout, and Jake Cronenworth. I'll get those top loaded. Then we had 2 minis. We had Rodri Munoz for the Marlins and Renel Blanco to the Astros. 2 buybacks. We had Steve Hargan to the Rangers and Brent Strom to the Padres. These are Chrome's non-refractors. We had Samad Taylor, Royals. We had Reese Hoskins, Brewers. Raul Iglesias, Braves. Tariq Skubal, Tigers. Ryder Ryan, Mariners. Ryan Helsley, Cardinals. Starling Marte, Mets. Some of these names are hard to read. Robert Garcia, Nationals. Robbie Grossman, Rangers. Sandy Alcantara, Marlins. And Bobby Miller, Dodgers. These are regular refractors. We had the duel that has Robin Yount of the Brewers and Mike Schmidt of the Phillies. Did a dice roll. It went to the Brewers. Those are also numbered to 699. Anthony Desclafani, Mariners, and Riley Adams, National. We're getting baseball names used to be the easiest to pronounce. I feel like they've been really hard lately. Oh, not my backdrop down. Look at this. We had a Vlad Jr. full-size box topper. And then these are numbered parallels and other parallels of note variations, things of that nature. To 225, we had Casey Schmidt, Giants. 225, Sedano Raffaello, Red Sox. Alex Lang, 225, Tigers. We had a Aqua Yamamoto to the Dodgers. Black to 75, Alec Thomas, Diamondbacks. Ahmed Rosario to the Dodgers to 225. Black, Dallas Garcia to 75. I got to see him hit a home run in person a couple years ago when I went to a Rangers game. Nick Martinez on the black and white variation. Reese Hoskins, Nick was the Reds. Reese Hoskins, black and white variation, Brewers. We had David Hamilton to 225, Red Sox. And Bryce Miller to 225, Mariners. We had a white parallel of Paul Skeens, Pirates. We had 3 autos tonight. First auto was Osvaldo Bido to the Pirates. We had a really cool Dennis Eckersley. That one going to the Guardians. And a Spencer Strider box topper auto. Very nice. You should be back here soon. As always, boys and girls, we get these shipped right out again Monday night. Giving you a little eBay schedule recap for the week. Monday night, we'll have some more Heritage. Wednesday night, we're doing National Treasures Racing. And Thursday night, Leaf Collective Football. So, if you liked what you saw and enjoyed your time here with me, please come back and see us later in the week. Also, Facebook, Three Kings of Cardboard Break Group. You can scan that code there if you're watching on your TV or your laptop. That'll take you to our Facebook group. We have several breaks up in there now as well. As always, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much. Hope you have a happy Easter, a wonderful weekend, and we'll catch you guys and gals next time. Have a good night.